Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day is the Five of Arrows. Let's see if I can get this centered right. And frustration. And I thought about this card while I was traveling today, and of course, when you're traveling, everything's frustrating. You can't be in control of what's going on, so you just control what you can control. But life does get frustrating when you can't hit your target, as what's going on, here in this card. That goat is way too close for him, to even do any damage, and he's just wasting a lot of energy, and it's unfocused energy, and that leads to that frustration just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it just leaves you into a mood of to heck with it, and just starts your day off. But I had a colleague once tell me that when things get frustrating, they choose joy, and that's a great way of looking at that. Now that goes to the three of cups and joy. That's the card there. But we can go through some frustrating times in life. And when you lose that self-control, when you're out there and you're doing whatever, and you're getting frustrated, that's a lack of discipline. That's something you can control. A discipline you can control on yourself. But if and the way to do that is to remain emotionally focused on what you want to achieve, focused on whatever that goal is, focused on whatever that desire is that you want to do it, and then set that goal, that desire, to be clearly in front of you, all right? So you can steady your mind and breath and aim, so that way when the goat starts charging at you, you can hit the goat, okay? But it takes a moment of consciousness to say, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to achieve it, and this is what's going to happen. When you do something like that, we talked yesterday about the Guardian, and there may have been some frustrating moments going through and facing those fears that you had, right? Because that's what the Guardian wanted you to do. He didn't want you to get through here, but you did. And at the same time, you had that Hermit's Light with you to guide you, along your way, because that's the card that dropped off. The card that drops off here is that Six of Arrows transition. So, if you really think about it, the Five of Arrows comes before the Six of Arrows. So there's a lot of frustration in what's going on in your life, whether that's personal, relationship, career, however you want to look at it, okay? But, the way this year is going so far, 2025, we are transitioning into something better. All right. That doesn't mean it's going to be all easy peasy and pie in the sky and easy for you to take care of. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be hurdles, things of that nature, obstacles for you to get to, and to get through. Okay, whether that's at work, in a personal relationship, or whatever. All right. And as you start realizing that you're frustrated, okay, and that things aren't going your way, that things ain't going the way you want them to go, well, guess what? That's ego talking, okay? And you have to look at the ego and just say, you know what? I had a great day today. Boss threw something at me. I took care of it. Yeah, it was frustrating, but guess what? It got done. Look at the positive on that. The boss can rely on me to take care of something, okay, or a personal relationship. Hey, we had this conversation, didn't go well, but you know what? I got something off my chest, and I was frustrated about it for a long time. You know what? And they may come back and say, you know what? You're absolutely right. I understand, and let's make this better. So, and even in traveling, I was looking at things today, and there became times where I was frustrated with what was going on. Speed, traffic, other drivers. But at the end of the day, I laugh at it, because I still made my destination. I'm still able to travel, had a great meal, and you know what? I'm here, right? And you learn from those situations when it's frustrating. So, focus that energy on the goal to resolve the challenges that you may have. And there's going to be plenty coming up this year, just like last year. All right. And that's all room for growth. That's all room for gaining knowledge. It's all room for, taking those experiences and making them work for you. Okay. To give you that knowledge, to give you that wisdom on how to move forward. And, and when you, like I said, when you sit back and you take that breath and you relax and you focus, you hit the true target. Steady and true. If this guy wasn't in such a hurry, maybe he hits the goat behind him. We don't know. We don't see that. We just see arrows flying through the air, right? What we do know is the card right, that drops off with this is a 6 of arrows transition. So yeah, he's shooting for this goat, but he's still moving forward, right? So, the goal is still there. I need to put food on the table. Maybe he doesn't hit the goat, okay? Maybe he hits a rabbit, okay? Whatever, based on the flying arrows. But, now he's going to look at it. And at the end of the day, he's going to sit down and eat his rabbit, and he's going to laugh his butt off because he missed the goat. And he was like, why was I so frustrated over that? I didn't want goat meat today anyway. I wanted rabbit meat. So, he's able to, to laugh about it. He refocuses and says, you know what? This provided a food for my family, food for me tonight. And that was the ultimate goal. And sure, I may have lost 4 arrows, but guess what? They're in the air, they're going to fall to the ground, based on the trajectory they're going, right? He'll be able to get them back, and maybe next time he breathes a little bit and he says, you know what? I'm going to steady my aim and, shoot a duck or, shoot a squirrel, a raccoon, whatever, right? For his next meal, so, it follows true for you as well. You may have missed that mark today, but tomorrow you may hit it, right? And especially with that guardian that came up yesterday. He didn't want to walk you through. He didn't want you to walk past him. He was trying to scare you off your path. And in that, did you face your fears yesterday? I know I did. All right. And when I look at it today saying, you know what? Those were silly molehills for me to climb. Why did I lose sleep over this? Right? You may be thinking the same thing. Yeah, I faced that fear, but what's the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to keep moving forward. And you still got 2 queens down here. One that was giving you hugs, helping you with the emotions, and one that's helping you with creativity, right? You've got that responsibility that you're still carrying, the responsibility of the tribe. Maybe it was your responsibility today to, bring in the meat, okay? And maybe it wasn't goat meat. Maybe it was a whole bunch of rabbit meat, right? After all those hugs from the queens, she cleansed you. You were reborn. You got rid of all that junk. You cleared it all out, right? And you're saying, you know what? 2025's here. I'm ready to move forward. Okay? And boom, you're into the 3rd day and you're already frustrated. Well, what was your goal? What's your passion that you want to move to? Where's the creativity that this Queen of Bows was talking about, right? Because the journey you're on is about life. It's not about death. It's about letting go and accepting new things. It's how we evolve. It's how we move forward, right? And like I said, the card that falls off is transition. 6 of arrows. So, everybody's journey is not going to be the same. You may sit back and look at those journeys and say, you know what, they got it made. But you don't know what the challenges and the frustrations they went through to be on the path that they're on. You have to make your own path. okay? The path that you're on is going to be filled with challenges that are just for you, obstacles that are just for you, barriers. You have to figure out how to steady your mind, focus on what that goal is, and shoot that arrow straight. And that's the message for today. 5 of arrows, frustration. Steady your mind, focus on your goals, and stay true to yourself. Stay true to the goal that you're going for, and hit that mark. All right? So that's the tarot card for today, the 5 of arrows, frustration. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and give me a thumbs up. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll still be traveling, but should be closer to where I need to be. And we'll talk to you, like I said, we'll talk to you tomorrow. And take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.